Wait a minute. Yeah, you didn't see that. Okay, but you do see this. Preston, Lou, Suzanne, and Gravity are the same individuals that were in Finesse Fun from last Monday's vlog. And this is the second hand, actually. And just a quick recap of the first hand, which was Preston and Suzanne had won. Well, their winning bid was 3 clubs. 6 trick threshold plus 3 clubs equals 9 tricks they needed. Lou was marvelous, played very good finessing there. And actually, we gave a gold star to him later because they got Lou got helped get 5 tricks for both Lou and Gravity, and that means that Suzanne and Preston did not get the 9 tricks; they got 8 tricks. Now we're gonna see what happens. This will be a little bit different in what we just saw, and I wanted you to see the difference in how they play. And let's go ahead and stop here just so we can go ahead. Yes, this shows all the hands up, but this is a replay. And so normally when you're watching the replay, they put the hands up for us all to see as a learning deal. We're going to go ahead and go through the HCPs while we're here. So Gravity going from left to right. You got a king, that's 3 points. Another king, that makes it 6 points. A jack makes it 7 points. And a king makes it 10 points. They got 10 points. Preston has 4 points. Queen makes it 6 points. Jack makes it 7 points. Ace makes it 11 points. 11 HCPs. Lou has 2. Then Jack makes it 3. Queen makes it 5. King makes it 8. Queen makes it 2, makes it 11. And Jack makes it 11. They got 11 points. And Suzanne's got 4, and 4 makes it 8. Okay, so we got Gravity's got 10, Preston's got 11, Lou's got 11, and Suzanne's got 8 HC points. Okay, Lou is going to be first to act, and just so you know, in the sense of the rule of 20, if we look at it, Lou has 11 points, but the 2 longest suits is 4 and 3. That makes it 18. Suzanne has 8 points. 2 longest suits is 5 and 5. That makes them 18. Oop, going back up here. Gravity has 10 points. Their 2 longest suits are hearts and diamonds. That's 9. That makes 19 points. And Preston has 11. Their 2 longest suits is 3 and 4, make it 18 points. Or 18. So they're all short of the rule of 20. Gravity being the closest. Let's see how this kind of plays out a little bit. Okay, so Gravity at this point knows that Lou and Suzanne are weak. So they decide, hey, they don't want to just give it to Preston to bet anything biddy he wants. So they're going to go ahead and shoot the diamonds. And then Preston's going to come out with a queen of clubs, hoping to finesse up the king or the ace. And hey, no king or ace came out. They got themselves an extra trick, which finesse is all about. Then they came out with the 4 of spades, and their partner had the ace. They got 2 Trent, and that transported over to Suzanne. And now we're transporting back to Preston, and they got 3 tricks right away. Now here I think Preston was hoping that maybe Suzanne went low with the diamond originally, hoping that they had the king of diamonds to come back with, because we only have a queen showing here. But the lowly 9 of diamonds end up taking that trick. Very nice. And now we're going to see that finally we got 1 trick for Gravity and Lou, and now they're going to try to get some more tricks because they got 6 more to go. And they'll show, I believe they're going to do a jack of spades probably here to go ahead and get the king of spades. And so they do. That gets their second trick. And then they're going to transport back over to Lou and do a 8 of hearts, doing the queen. Now they're just going to try to exhaust the diamonds. This is what they're going to do, play the jack and the queen of diamonds to exhaust their 6 and 5. Of course, that's going to exhaust all their diamonds. And I think the reason why they're doing that, just as explanations, that last one being played, is then everything is going to go alphanumeric. And when we go alphanumeric, we see the potential is that, well, there's a king, queen of spades, that will be a trick. A king of clubs can be a trick, though you have some fun with that ace of clubs you have to deal with. And then, down there below you see the king of diamonds, which is going to be taken right now. That will be their 5th trick. And then you have the king of hearts. That should be an extra trick as well. So they should be able to get, though in actuality they should have be able to get 8 tricks here. But let's see what happens. Okay, and they got the extra trick. And then let's see what gravity. Now, I have to admit, I don't really totally agree with what gravity did here. I think their best shot, really, because of all those hearts they have down there, is to play the 9 of hearts. Reason being is because this Preston what's doing here right now is a wonderful finesse play, because they know that Lou's got the king of clubs, and so they're playing the jack of clubs. They played the jack of clubs, and that means they're going to be Lou's going to be forced to play the king of clubs because they don't want the jack of clubs to win solely by itself. This is a perfect play to get that king of clubs out of the way. You'll see later they get an extra trick, which finessing is all about, which is you want to finesse that high card out of your opponent's hand so that you end up getting an extra trick later. And that's what they're going to do. But before we go into that, I'm going to go into the speculation, putting this back up where you can see it. If they would have played just the 9 of hearts, that means Preston would play the ace of hearts. Okay? Because their partner doesn't have any hearts, they have no choice. And now they're not going to play another heart because they would lose from that point. They could play the 10 of spades, but the queen of spades. So the thing is, they want to try to still finesse that king out of there. Now, the good thing about if they didn't play the 10 of clubs is there's still a mystery of that 10 of clubs would still be there. So they have to play the 2 of clubs, trying to still fish out that king of clubs. They'll do the 2, but Lou is going to go ahead, most likely here, and play just the 7 of clubs. And then Suzanne can play the 8, but they'll lose a trick. Or they play the ace of clubs, and they'll lose the king club trick later. And this is where they lost. This finesse play was wonderful, but the 10 of clubs play probably shouldn't have happened. But what we're going to see is going to happen is that king of clubs, and then Suzanne's going to win with a lowly 8 of clubs. There's that extra trick from the finesse play. And then the rest just plays out as it should. They get the queen of spades here, and then the hearts are going to be played here to where, okay, here's the ace of hearts, and they get the very last trick to get the 7. But they probably should have got one more trick. That's okay. Hey, they made the 7 tricks that they needed to make. But just wanted to show you that because doing replays, watching our replays is all about learning what we could have done a little better. And that's it. There's no insult. There's no offense in any form or fashion. So we got to see some wonderful finesse play here. And I hope it has become clear to you. And if it hasn't, please leave something in, well, not something, please post whatever suggestions, comments, or whatnot, or confusion in our comment section below this vlog.